Ho, ho, ho! Happy holidays and Merry Christmas from American Alex Cardinale.
Welcome to Ask Aqua Alex Live. Brought to you by Oasis Aquatics. Join Aqua Alex, an experienced aquarium hobbyist with 18 years of knowledge in freshwater and saltwater, as he answers viewers' questions and shares fun fish keeping topics. Get ready for a fun and informative live session. Answering your questions. Have a burning question about fish keeping? Aqua Alex has the answers. Whether it's about tank setup, fish compatibility, or water quality, he's here to help you create a thriving aquatic environment for your fish. Fun fish keeping topics. Join Aqua Alex as he dives into a world of exciting and informative fish keeping topics. From selecting the right fish species to exploring different aquascaping techniques, you'll learn how to create a beautiful and thriving underwater ecosystem. Live and interactive. This isn't just a pre-recorded show. It's a live and interactive experience. Join Aqua Alex during the live session, ask your questions, and get real-time advice. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced fish keeper, there's always something new to learn. Join us for a fun and informative live session. Aqua Alex is ready to share his knowledge and answer your questions. Don't miss out on this exciting opportunity to enhance your fish keeping skills.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, tropical fish keepers! Welcome to the final Ask Aqua Alex Live of 2023. Welcome to the last Fish Keepers Q&A of the year. I have an awesome show coming your way this evening. Do you have freshwater or saltwater tropical fish questions you want to ask me? Well, post them in the chat or in the comments, and I will answer all of your fish keeping questions tonight. Also, you could be part of my live stream. Want to be part of the show and ask fish questions or show off your aquarium? Well, all you have to do is click the link that's on the screen. It's also on my YouTube live chat. So this is the link that you can click if you want to come on here and ask me questions or show off your aquarium. So on top of answering fish keeping questions, I do have some good topics for you tonight. I'm going to give you a sad update on my 125-gallon aquarium. I'm going to talk about my plans for 2024 for the aquarium hobby. I'm going to talk about perfect Christmas gift ideas for fish keepers. And then I'm also going to talk about my top 5 favorite South American cichlids. And in the Fish Keeper Show-Off, I'm going to show off my best photos of 2023. So this is going to be a fun Friday night fish keeping live stream. I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy today's episode. All right, to get us started, I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions that were emailed to me earlier this month. And a couple of the questions were actually emailed to me in November. So we're going to go ahead and answer those questions first. The first question comes from Johnny Rodriguez, and Johnny says, how hard are discus cichlids to keep? I have always wanted to keep discus. I would like to keep discus in my 6-foot, 180-gallon aquarium, and I'd like to have some other South American cichlids with them. Can you recommend what I could safely keep with discus, cichlid and non-cichlid wise? That is a great question. Now, I haven't really kept discus that much. I've only kept discus for about 6 months, and that was many, many, many years ago. But discus are not totally difficult to keep. A lot of people telling you that discus are extremely hard to keep may be misinformed, or it may be over 10 years ago, because today's discus are a lot hardier than discus of decades ago. So discus aren't necessarily difficult to keep. They're just a little bit more sensitive than other cichlids and other tropical fish. But there are some very hardy discus strains out there. So discus aren't really hard to keep, but you do have to know your water parameters, and you do have to keep a steady pH that's around 6.5 to 7.2. But they are a cool fish to keep. They do need a higher temperature than other fish. So 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit would be good for discus. Now, personally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of discus. Yes, they are a beautiful fish, but a lot of times they're kind of boring. They just stay there in one quarter of the tank and don't really move that often. So they're kind of boring, and they're kind of expensive. If I'm going to pay a lot of money for a fish, I want it to be an active fish, and I want it to bring something to my aquarium. When I had discus in my 120, they just stayed behind the driftwood most of the time. I mean, they did swim around, but not often. I would always see my angels and my tetras first before I saw the discus. So I'm not really a huge fan of discus, but if you want to try discus, go for it. I think you would like them. If I were to keep discus again, I probably would do the wild caught ones. They look a lot more interesting to me. As far as keeping other cichlids with discus, there are a couple of cichlids that you can keep with them that are not aggressive. First, you have angelfish. Angelfish can work with discus as long as you quarantine your angelfish so you don't introduce any parasites or diseases to your discus. Then you have your German blue rams and your Bolivian rams. They can work with discus. Apistogramma can work with discus. Geophagus sebeni, Geophagus abalios, any of the Geophagus can work well with discus. Let's see what else. Threadfin acaras can work well with discus. And waru, and especially panda waru, can work well with discus. Even ultim angels would be great with discus as well. But any tank mate you're going to have with your discus, you want to make sure that you quarantine them first so that there's no parasites or diseases being introduced from that fish to your discus, because discus are rather sensitive. Non-cichlid wise, there's a plethora of tetras that you can have. Cardinal tetras, rummy nose tetras, diamond tetras, Corydoras catfish, banjo cats. So those are some tank mates that you can have with discus. So Johnny, Thank you for your question. Hopefully I answered it to my best ability. Hey, my friend Ray is in the house. I haven't seen him in a while. Hey, Ray, how are you? Ray says he has wild discus. That's awesome. And he says he has a chocolate cichlid with his discus. That is pretty cool. Chocolate cichlids are actually a very beautiful cichlid. And yes, they can actually work with discus too because they live with discus in the wild. So that is very awesome. All right. So our next question comes from Mark Anderson, who is a new viewer of my YouTube channel. Thank you, Mark, for this question. And he says, in your experience as a fish keeper, what has been your greatest success and biggest downfall? And what lessons did you learn from your success and your biggest downfall? That is a really good question. I have to think long and hard about this particular question. I'll start with my biggest downfall because I can talk about the lessons that I learned from that. My biggest downfall would probably be from the winter of 2016 when I was in the saltwater hobby and I had a 120-gallon saltwater tank. And I ended up cycling it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then I went crazy populating it. I went crazy adding livestock. I added too many livestock too soon. And what ended up happening was the fish stressed out and they got velvet and they died. And marine velvet can be rather difficult to treat. So the lesson that I learned there is with saltwater aquariums, you can't add a lot of fish at once like you can in freshwater. Saltwater, you have to take your time because if you add fish too soon, they're going to stress out and get illness and die. And 90% of the fish in saltwater are wild caught, so they already have a lot of stress before they enter your aquarium. They have stress of being collected from the wild, the ocean, where they have plenty of swimming space. Then they travel from one country to another. Then they're kept in square boxes. Oftentimes, local fish stores will keep these saltwater fish in smaller aquariums, and then they get bought at your local fish store and added to your aquarium. So they do have a lot of stress already, and stress can equal disease. So the lesson that I learned from that, next time I have salt water, I have to add fish slowly. And that is what I did with my next saltwater aquarium I had after my 120. And recently I just had a downfall with my 125-gallon aquarium, which I'm going to talk about tonight. I lost almost all fish in my 125 except for my silver arowana and my rock keel severum and my female Jack Dempsey. That was very sad, and that was a huge downfall. And I'll talk about what I think happened and what led to all my fish dying a little bit later on in the show. Now, as far as my greatest success is, I really don't know what my greatest success would be in the fish keeping hobby. I mean, I could consider Aquatic Wetline, my fish keeping YouTube live stream, a success because I've been doing it for years. That could be a great experience and a great success as a fish keeper. But also the fact that I was able to keep saltwater could be a great success for me personally as well. And also keeping some of my favorite fish and getting some of my dream fish that I've gotten over the years, like datnoids, stingrays, that would be a great success as well. So that was a great question. It got me thinking a little bit. I like questions like that. Adam McReynolds is in the house. Hey, Adam, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the show tonight. And if you have any fish keeping questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I have one last question that was emailed to me. And this question comes from a person by the name of Walt. And Walt says, what tank size do you recommend for a beginning fish keeper? I think the perfect starter aquarium would be a 55-gallon aquarium, because a 55-gallon aquarium is pretty decent sized. It's a 4-foot aquarium, so it's not too big, but it's also not too small. So you definitely have a lot of wiggle room for what you can keep in a 55-gallon aquarium. Because with the smaller aquariums, it's smaller amounts of water, and things can deteriorate in smaller volumes of water quickly. You can have a lot of ammonia spikes in smaller aquariums faster than you would in a 55-gallon. So I think the perfect starter aquarium size would be a 55-gallon. And in a 55-gallon, a beginner has a plethora of options to choose from. All the live bearers will fit in a 55-gallon. There are many tetra species that will thrive in a 55-gallon. Gouramis can do well in a 55-gallon, Corydoras and Pictus cats. But also, if a beginner wants cichlids, there are things like convicts, firemouth, rainbow cichlids that will do well in a 55-gallon. So personally speaking, I think a 55-gallon would be the best size for a beginner. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments or click the link in the chat, and you can come on here and ask your questions in person or even show off your tropical fish. Let's get to our first topic for the evening, and that's my sad update on my 125-gallon aquarium. And we're also going to talk about my plans for the 125-gallon aquarium. All right. So the update that I have for my 125-gallon aquarium is really sad. It really is a sad update. So it was the week of Thanksgiving that I noticed my fish were showing signs of illness. They were scratching all the time, and then eventually they developed fungus on their eye and fungus all over their body. So what I ended up doing was I did a large water change. I turned the temperature up on the aquarium, and I ran out to the fish store and I bought Melifex, and I think it's called Pimafex, and I dosed my aquarium with that. But I think by the time I used that medication, it was far too late, because the next day, my albino Oscar died. A couple of other fish that I had in the tank died. Then the next day, more fish died, and so on and so forth. So the whole week of Thanksgiving, my 125-gallon aquarium had dead fish, and that is really, really sad. I was depressed about that. It's supposed to be a holiday weekend, and we're supposed to be thankful for what we have, but I had a tragedy in my 125-gallon aquarium. So, but thankfully, I was able to save some of my favorite fish. I took out my silver arowana and my rot keel severum and my Heroes livifier severum and my female Jack Dempsey, and I moved them into my 75-gallon aquarium, and immediately I quarantined them with Prozi Pro, Melifex, and aquarium salt, and they are completely healed. They are much better now, and they are living. As a matter of fact, they are the only fish that I have at the moment, and they're in my 75-gallon aquarium. So we have my arowana, my 2 severums. Oh, I also bought another rock keel severum, so now I have 2 rock keel severums, but that's what's in the 75 at the moment. So at the moment, the 125-gallon is currently empty. I have to drain the tank and take out everything in the aquarium, because you don't know what bacteria could be in there from that disease and all the fish that died. So I have to drain the aquarium. Then I'm going to clean all the filter media from the hang on the back filters. I'm going to clean them really well. I'm going to clean the canister filters and probably give them to a friend. I think I'm done with canister filters, and I'll explain why in a second here. Because I've had great success with hang on the back filters. Now, the reason why I want to go home and get rid of my canister filters is A, I don't really know how to properly clean them, and I've only cleaned it once, and I don't think I did a good job cleaning it. And B, they can be nitrate machines. They can spew nitrates into an aquarium if it's not cleaned properly, and that's what I think caused a lot of my die-off as well. I've always had great success with hang on the back filters, so I think if I get rid of my canister filters and have a lighter load, lighter stock in my 125, I will be okay. And I'll put some more hang on the back filters and a sponge filter on here with some wave makers, and I should be good. The hang on the back filters that I'm thinking about getting are my absolute favorites. They are the C-Cam Tidal filters. They're the absolute best hang on the back filters, and they're the ones that I definitely recommend the most because they are really sufficient and they power a lot and they clean your tank well. And you have to change the filter media every 3 months, which is something that I like. So that's an update on my 125-gallon aquarium, and that's why I haven't really uploaded a lot of fish videos recently, because I've been a little bit saddened about it. But hopefully for Christmas, Santa will send me some more new fish. Moving forward now, let's talk about plans for my 125-gallon aquarium. I think I'm going to turn my 125-gallon aquarium into a Oscar, Cichlid, and Severum community. I think in my 125, I'm going to do a light stock of another albino Oscar, my 2 rock keel Severums, and my Heroes Libifier, and maybe a red spot gold Severum, a few different catfish species, smaller catfish, and maybe a small group of schooling ditherfish, like maybe some bala sharks, and my silver arowana. And that would be it for my 125. First, I would add some substrate. Likely, I would add sand or gravel, and then I would add some driftwood and some artificial plants to make it look nice. And that is what I have in store for my 125. Add substrate, hang on the back filtration system, and then restock it, make it an Oscar and Severum tank with a few catfish, maybe some sun cats, and maybe a dwarf giraffe cat, and some schooling fish. So I figured I would discuss that on the show because I did get a couple of questions a couple of weeks ago. People were asking, how come I'm not broadcasting in front of the 125 anymore? How come I'm not showing off my fish anymore? Well, now you know why. All right, let's check out some of the comments. I see we have 5 comments. Ray says, oh no, I'm sorry about that, Alex. That's hard. Ray says, can I suggest you a product? I have a UV filter in my aquarium. I haven't had any sicknesses for a few years since I've done that. You're right. I should definitely get a UV filter. UV filters, a lot of people tell me about it. That's something I should consider. And they also have hang on the back UV filters as well, so I definitely will consider that. And Ray says, mine is attached on the outline for the canister. Yes, I believe Fluval has an option for a UV filter too. It's the best for my experience. I still get allergy, but not like other tanks. I see the difference, and I've noticed no sickness or fungal issues. Also, no allergy or random spikes. Yes, I'm definitely going to get a UV sterilizer or UV filter, whatever it's called. I'll definitely get one for my 125 and also one for my 75 as well. I've always wanted one, but I can't find them locally. But I think I'm going to order one from Amazon, probably in January, so that I can get it quicker. Because right now, with the holiday season, mail and shipping is going to be a disaster, I can imagine. All right. So if you have any fish keeping questions, feel free to post them in the comments down below. If you want to show off your aquarium, you can come on here by clicking the link in the comments and show off your aquarium. But right now, we're going to check out the stock list of our supporter and company that I really like, and that is Oasis Aquatics. And you can check out the full stock list yourself by going to oasisaquaticsnj.com, and you will see their full stock list in a much better view, I'm sure. I'm not sure how we're going to be able to see it on my computer, but I'm going to try to host the show and also do a screen share here. So here we go. Here is the stock list for Oasis Aquatics. Let me take the banner off so you can see better. So Oasis Aquatics also is on another website now. So right now they have black diamond stingrays, which are very cool. They have Cynospilium cichlids. I lost my beautiful Cynospilium, sadly. Peacock bass. They have Orinoco, Kelberry, and Zingu. I like peacock bass. They just grow too big. I'm sad that my Waru died. They were some of my favorite fish. Lenticulata pike cichlids are very cool, but they're aggressive. Orange pike cichlids are very nice. True parrot cichlids. Geophagus 7i, which are very, very cool. And then for catfish, we have Tigrinus cats, which are very rare in the aquarium hobby. Bushy nose plecos. And North Thailand tiger datnoids, one of my favorite. Archer fish, giant red-tailed gouramis, black arowanas, albino silver arowanas, MBU puffers, humpback puffers, albino clown knifes, which are very cool, tire track eels, black bar silver dollars, blackberry silver dollars, which are very cool. And that is the Oasis Aquatics stock list. You can check out the Oasis Aquatics stock list yourself by going to oasisaquaticsnj.com. All right, so now let's talk about my 2024 aquarium hobby plans. Can you believe 2024 is upon us already? Time has definitely flown by. So my first plan for the aquarium hobby in 2024 is to definitely work on the 125-gallon aquarium. And that's going to be an aquarium project that I begin probably in the next week or so. I'm going to add substrate and a background to my 125, and it's going to look amazing. My next aquarium plan for 2024 is to do something different with my 75-gallon. Maybe I could turn the 75-gallon into a saltwater aquarium. It would be nice to have a saltwater aquarium again, and it would be nice to have some beautiful fish in there. Or I could try axolotls. I've never had axolotls before, and I'm kind of taking an interest into axolotls. So I'll definitely do something different with the 75-gallon in 2024. Also in 2024, I would like to do my very first small aquarium, or you can call it a nano aquarium if you want. I really haven't had many small aquariums in my fish keeping hobby, believe it or not. I think the smallest aquarium I had was probably a 29-gallon. So maybe in 2024, I can have a 20-gallon long for a nice male betta and have a small school of tetras and cories and call it a day after that. But I think it would be cool to have a nice betta display tank somewhere and maybe broadcast in front of that. That would be pretty cool. And finally, I would like to see more fish stores here in South Florida. I've only seen a couple. I've seen Mark Sark. I've seen Fish Fantasia. I've seen Bad Fish once or twice. And I've seen Aquatic and Exotic. I would like to see some more fish stores in South Florida. So my goal in 2024 is to go to more fish stores and see what they have. Also, in 2024, I would like to attend Aquashella and local aquarium conventions. Unfortunately, the last couple of years, I had to miss Aquashella because of circumstances that were beyond my control. But I am making plans to attend Aquashella in 2024, the one that's in Daytona Beach. That is what I'm going to, that's the one that I hope to attend. And hopefully there I can meet some awesome fish keepers. I'd love to meet my friend Sam Scales in person at Aquashella and some of the other bigger YouTubers there. So I definitely plan on attending Aquashella in 2024. So those are my fish keeping plans for next year, 2024. What are your fish keeping plans? Let me know in the comments down below. Ray says, nice. I have 2 nano aquariums. I need to get some shrimp. Haha. I have bettas in them right now. Cool. Yeah, shrimp are very popular. Shrimp are very popular in the aquarium hobby. One of my Petcos actually has a whole section dedicated to freshwater shrimp. Have you ever kept any schooling fish, Alex, like cardinal tetras or cories? Yes, in the past I had a community aquarium and I had a school of black neon tetras, a school of diamond tetras, and I believe I had a school of red-eye tetras, but I haven't kept cardinal tetras before, and I haven't kept rummy nose tetras yet, but I definitely want to. I have kept cories. I actually have 3 brocious cory cats in my 75. They're doing well. I enjoy Corridorus cats. Very, very cool. And Adam says he is on a rainbow fish kick. Rainbow fish are pretty cool as well, especially the Iranian red angels. Those are the Iranian red rainbows. Those are my favorite rainbow fish. Adam says he has 2 bettas as well, 1 female in a nano aquarium and 1 male in a 10-gallon. I have considered attempting to breed them. That's cool. It would be cool to breed bettas. All right, so now we're going to get to my third topic for tonight's episode. And my third topic is Christmas gifts for fish keepers. What do I think would be a good Christmas gift for fish keepers? Well, here is what I think fish keepers would appreciate as a Christmas gift. Up first, tropical fish food, because we all need to feed our tropical fish, and I think a fish keeper would appreciate getting fish food as a gift. Also, I think tropical fish supplies would be a very good gift as well. Things like filters or filter pads or Prime, Sea Chem Prime would be a good Christmas gift as well. Or even a local fish store or pet store gift card, because then the fish keeper can go and buy whatever fish they want or whatever fish supplies that they want. But if you know the fish keeper you're buying for and you know what kind of fish they have, then you can buy fish for them as Christmas gifts. But I only recommend that if you are knowledgeable about tropical fish because you wouldn't want to buy cardinal tetras or neon tetras for someone that has a 180 Oscar tank, because the Oscars are going to make a quick snack of those cardinal tetras and those neon tetras. So I would say first try to get fish food or fish supplies or a fish store gift card, or ask the fish keeper what fish they really want. And that way you don't buy a fish that gets killed or is incompatible with the other fish in their aquarium. All righty. Ray says, Adam, I've bred a giant betta before. So hard sometimes, Lou. I think I had 2 babies that never grew out 100%. I don't know why the giants are so sensitive, but that was my very first fish addiction starter. Bettas are cool. I never knew that there were giant bettas. That's pretty cool. All right now we're going to go ahead and take a quick intermission, which is being brought to us by our supporters, Oasis Aquatics and Little Egypt Aquarium Club. At Little Egypt Aquarium Club, you can find aquarium supplies and even live angelfish. And remember, you save 10% by using discount code ALEX. So if you're looking to purchase Christmas gifts for a fish keeper, check out Little Egypt Aquarium Club and use discount code ALEX, and you will save 10% on your order. You're also going to see some upcoming episodes during this intermission. When we come back, I'm going to talk about my top 5 South American cichlids, and we'll have the Fish Keeper Showoff, where I show off my best fish keeping photos from this year. Hey everyone, Aqua Alex Cardinale here. I'm very honored and happy to tell you the news that I have a new sponsor and supporter. Oasis Aquatics is being very gracious enough to sponsor Aqua Alex and Aquatic Wetline. Here to tell you more about Oasis Aquatics are the owners themselves. Here is the Oasis Aquatics official commercial.
So my name is Tom. I started fish keeping when my grandfather dug a fish tank out of the attic when I was about 5 years old.
So my name's Matt. I'm part of Oasis Aquatics. Been doing this for a long time. Started when I was about 7 years old. 22 years of doing this business.
I'm 29 years old now. I never stopped. There wasn't a day in between where I did not think about fish keeping.
I was doing a vet tech job for many years. Eventually I stopped that because this is my passion in my life.
Matt and I have known each other far too long, as many friendships should be.
And you're like, you know what? We need a fish store. There's no fish stores around here. So we had to make it easy access for everyone, to have many varieties, from the little small stuff for everyone to the monster fish keeper people.
No matter what it is that you're looking to do, we can provide it for you.
Little Egypt Aquarium Club is a proud supporter of Aqua Alex Cardinale and Aquatic Wetline. Little Egypt Aquarium Club is an aquarium club in Red Bud, Illinois, but it's also an online tropical fish supplies website. On the Little Egypt Aquarium Club website, you'll find tropical fish food such as repashy and flakes. You'll also find medications and breeding supplies and even live angel fish. Everything and anything you may need for your freshwater aquarium can be found at Little Egypt Aquarium Club. Orders over $200 get free shipping. Little Egypt Aquarium Club is giving a 10% discount by using the code ALEX. Remember, save 10% by using coupon code ALEX. Little Egypt Aquarium Club, my Shopify. Come.
Do you have a young child that wants to enter the aquarium hobby? Great. Then I've got the perfect book for you. It was written by 14-year-old tropical fish keeper Brian Conway. The name of the book? Fish Keeping for Kids. This is a great book for young children and really people of all ages. I wish I had this book when I was younger. Do you have children that want to enter the aquarium hobby? I think they would benefit from reading this book. There are sections in the book for various topics that are very beneficial. There's a section for setting up and cycling an aquarium. There's a section on different types of fish food, and even a section on different fish species. This book is very beneficial for kids entering the aquarium hobby. For more information, just go to fishkeepingforkids.com. Also, to purchase a copy of this book, just go to fishkeepingforkids.com. Look at the amazing stuff this book has. It's a very, very good read. You can't go wrong with this amazing book. A lot of great information in here. I think you're going to enjoy this book. Fishkeepingforkids.com. Aqua Alex and Aquatic Wetline proud to support this here on our Fish Keeping Show.
Enjoying the show? Consider donating to American Alex Cardinale, so I can continue putting out excellent shows and videos for you, the viewer. All donations will be greatly appreciated and will go towards new content, episode celebrations, and more. Donate via Cash App. My Cash App tag is $AlexCard1993. That's Cash App $AlexCard1993. Any donation is perfect.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Santa Claus Alex Cardinale here, inviting you to the 2023 Christmas Eve live stream. The 2023 Christmas Eve live stream will air live on Sunday, December 24th, 2023 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, right here on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. On the Christmas Eve live stream, I, Santa Claus Alex Cardinale, will have Christmas gifts for all my amazing viewers. I'm going to play Christmas songs for all my amazing viewers. We're going to talk about NFL football on Christmas Day, and there will be a message from me, Santa Claus, to Alex and his viewers, and there will be appearances by Chef Alex and Aqua Alex Cardinale. So don't miss the 2023 Christmas Eve live stream. Live Sunday, December 24th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! And I'll see you on the Christmas Eve live stream.
On the next Saturday Live, it's a historical episode. It will be the 75th episode of Saturday Live with Alex Cardinale. Live this Saturday, December 9th, 2023, at a special start time of 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Come join the party and celebrate 75 amazing episodes. After all, you the viewers make Saturday Live possible. What new fish will Aqua Alex Cardinale get to celebrate the occasion? Oasis Aquatics featured fish is the NTT, North Thailand tiger datnoid. Aqua Alex's featured fish is the gold-striped maroon clownfish. A special guest joins the party. Catherine Jones, author of Moments the Weekend, stops by to discuss her book. Chef Alex whips out the KitchenAid and heads into the kitchen to bake up some delicious Christmas cookies. See Chef Alex make red velvet white chocolate cookies and his copycat version of Crumble's mother animal sugar cookie. The best of 2023 nominees will be revealed. Sergeant Slaughter will have Christmas facts and facts on Cheesecake Factory. Plus, Crumble Cookie Spotlight, Christmas music, funny videos throughout the show, Karens of the Week, and more. Don't miss the party. Live this Saturday, December 9th, 2023 at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Welcome back to Ask Aqua Alex Live, December 2023. We're having a fun show so far. If you have any fish keeping questions, feel free to post them down in the comments, and I will answer your fish keeping questions. All right, let's talk about my top 5 favorite South American cichlids. My first favorite South American cichlid would be the Oscar cichlid. Oscars are a very popular cichlid, and they grow large. They can get up to 16 inches. Very, very beautiful South American cichlid. My second favorite South American cichlid would be the Severum. And there are many different species of Severums out there. Rock-keel Severums, green Severums, Hero's Libifier, which is a mouth-brooding Severum. I love my mouth-brooding Severum. Very cool Severum. You got your spotted Severum, which is one of my favorites, but they don't come into the aquarium hobby that often. And then, of course, you have your gold and red spot gold Severum that are very nice as well. My third favorite South American cichlid would be the chocolate cichlid. And I actually had a pair of chocolate cichlids, a male-female pair, and I was totally devastated when I lost them. It was bad. I was sad that I lost them. But chocolate cichlids are one of my favorite South American cichlids, not only because they get beautiful colorations, but they're very docile. A lot of them can be very docile. It all depends on the individual fish's personality. But what I really enjoyed about chocolate cichlids is that they're docile, they get beautiful colorations, and they're a beautiful fish. So the chocolate cichlid is very, very nice. And if you're looking for a nice centerpiece fish for your tank and you got a large tank, then I definitely recommend chocolate cichlids. You can't go wrong with chocolate cichlids. They're very nice. Then my next favorite would be Geophagus. I like Geophagus. They're very nice. They're earth eaters. And I raised 3 Geophagus abalios. And I was mad when I lost my Geophagus too. They were very nice. Geophagus come in many different species. You've got your abalios, you've got your Windmilleri, Savini, and then you've got the ultrafons. So there's a plethora of different Geophagus species or earth eaters. But there's also Gemini Geophagus or Gemino Geophagus, which are pretty cool, especially the Balzini Geophagus. I've never kept them before. Then you've got your Santa or Satan Perca Geophagus, which includes the Leucousticus, which are very beautiful. And finally, Green Terrors. Green Terror cichlids come from South America, and they're a very cool looking cichlid as well. They have a lot of great coloration. So those are my top 5 South American cichlids. All right, it's time for the Fish Keeper Show-Off. And tonight on the Fish Keeper Show-Off, I am going to show off my best fish photos from the year 2023. So these are some amazing fish photos that I took this year. And I had a plethora of images, but these are all the ones that I think I really enjoy and I think are the best. So up first, we have my green Severum. And this is a male green Severum. You can tell it's a male green Severum by the worm-like markings on the face. Very, very cool. And then we have my red spot gold Severum. Very beautiful Severum. Show-stopping fish. It's a great display fish. Very beautiful. And then we have my wide bar silver dollars that I had this year. Very, very nice. As you can see, they have orange bellies like a pacu. Very, very cool fish. I missed my black bar silver dollars. Here's another picture of my black bar silver dollars. Very, very cool. They're an amazing fish. If you are looking for a cool Mylia species, then I definitely recommend checking out the black bar silver dollar. And then we have my beautiful flagtail Procelotus. Flagtails are the best algae eaters out there for freshwater, in my opinion. This is a red belly pacu that I had. Someone gave me this pacu because it outgrew their aquarium, and I kept him for a couple of weeks until I found a larger aquarium for him. Pacus get big, but pacus are a pretty cool fish. I wish there was a smaller pacu that can be kept in the aquarium hobby. Well, technically there is. There's the sheep pacu, but they're expensive and rare. And here is that same pacu that I took in March of this year. This is my pike cichlid that I had, and this pike cichlid is currently at Garcia Aquatics in his beautiful 150-gallon aquarium. And then we have one of my 3 geophagus that I had this year. Very, very nice. And this was my beautiful albino Oscar that I had. Very, very cool. And finally, we have my rock eel Severum. Very, very cool. As you can see, he's a very beautiful fish, and he's in my 75-gallon at the moment until the 125 is ready to go. All right, so those are all my good fish keeping photos from this year, 2023. Well, that's all I have for you tonight on Ask Aqua Alex Live. I had a blast. I would like to thank everyone who participated live. I want to thank my live audience for being part of the show. I greatly appreciate you. I'd like to remind everyone that tomorrow night I'll be celebrating my 75th episode of Saturday Live. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, I'll be hosting my 75th episode. What new fish will I get for my 75th episode? Well, tune in tomorrow to find out. I hope all my fish keepers have a great holiday season. And the next Fish Keepers Q&A will be the very first one of 2024, and that will take place on January 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. So join me on January 25th for the first Q&A of 2024. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate your view. Please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed today's show. And I will see you on the next episode of Aquatic Wetline. Remember, do your water changes, feed your fish quality fish food, and have a great holiday season, fish keepers. Good night, everybody.
On Friday, December 29th, 2023, something epic is going to happen. Something Alex Cardinale has never done before will go down. Check this out for size. Alex Cardinale will be hosting a 12-hour live stream for the 2023 finale. It will be one of the last live streams of the year. It will start at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and conclude at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Everyone is welcome to be part of the show. You can simply just tune in and watch, or you can join the show and chat with me on air. A link to the studio will be provided in the chat on the day of the show, and you can join the show. Show off your aquariums, ask me questions, etc. There will be appearances from Aqua Alex Cardinale and Chef Alex Cardinale. I will replay some of the best moments of 2023 during the 12-hour live stream. There will be plenty of topics and special guests. Jeremy Stelhern, Catherine Jones, Garcia Aquatics, and many more will be on the show. Don't miss the 12-hour live stream 2023 finale, live Friday, December 29, 2023, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, right here on YouTube channel American Alex Cardinale.
Over the that, that's all, folks.